Washington politicians love lists. Getting your name on a state dinner invite list, a national convention primetime speaking spot list, or even an occasional enemies list may inflate one's position in the hallowed halls of government. This week, the new power metric seems to be whether or not you're on the list of people sanctioned by Russia. Russia slapped sanctions on 9 Americans in response to Russians being sanctioned by the US. So, here's a rundown of some of the Washingtonians who made Russia's hit list. Here also is some speculation as to why they made it, since the Kremlin isn't citing their own reasons. Senator John McCain. Possible rationale? He traveled to Ukraine last week and also pubbed a recent op-ed calling Putin's Russia a, quote, brutal, cynical place where power is worshipped, weakness is despised, and all rivalries are zero-sum. McCain took the sanctions in stride. Quote, I guess this means my spring break in Siberia is off, my Gazprom stock is lost, and my secret bank account in Moscow is frozen. Senator Mary Landrieu wants to increase U.S. energy exports to reduce dependence on Russian energy. But it's also possible the Russians are mad she criticized their policy of stopping American adoptions of Russian children. Senator Landrieu faces a tough re-election campaign and said being on the list is, quote, a badge of honor. Then there's Senator Dan Coats, an Indiana Republican. No one's exactly sure why he attracted Russian ire. Sure, he's called Putin a bully, demanded sanctions, and introduced a resolution condemning the Crimean invasion. But in the gladiatorial pit of U.S.-Russia relations, that's just your basic fighting stance. Coats insists he is honored to be on this list. We've seen whether domestic political rewards are to be reaped from these Russian sanctions. But it seems Russian officials are equally perplexed by who got sanctioned by the U.S. One can say straight away that we are extremely bewildered by the presence of some names on the list, said Dmitry Peskov, Putin's press secretary. For the Wall Street Journal, this is Marshall Crook.